Hello everyone and welcome to my Pickers Gossip channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. ADMERAN Pickers star Frank Fritz's rehabilitation center features a golf course, scenic views and more as he recovers from a stroke. Frank, 59, was hospitalized for a stroke on July 14 and has been recovering in an Iowa nursing facility. The U.S. Sun can exclusively go inside the star's center where he has been since September 6, 2022, according to conservatorship court papers. For a stroke, the facility has an engaged program that provides medical and rehabilitation care to respond to the specific patient's special needs. The acronym stands for Energy to Meet Program Demands, Neurologically Stable, Goals Specific to Rehabilitation, Access to Family and Community Support, Good Control of Medical Conditions to Prevent a Secondary Stroke, and Enthusiasm for the rehab process. Patients receive 3 to 5 hours of therapy a day for 5 to 6 days a week. According to the website, this includes physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, recreation therapy, music therapy, rehabilitation counseling, and peer mentoring. All patients at the facility have their own private bedroom with either a sole or shared wheelchair-accessible bathroom. When Frank isn't in therapy, he has many amenities and activities to enjoy. The facility has a one-of-a-kind therapy garden that includes new walking trails with varying surfaces and interwoven paths. The website reads, "There is an amphitheater for group activities, including a putting green and basketball court, interactive areas like a butterfly garden, water features, built-in music areas, and a Zen garden. There are also satellite gazebos, a beautiful pond, and even an obstacle course and playground for patients with children and grandchildren." Frank's friends filed an emergency appointment of temporary guardian and conservator for the star on August 18, claiming his decision-making capacity is so impaired. The documents obtained by the U.S. Sun read, "Because of his stroke, Mr. Fritz's decision-making capacity is so impaired that he is unable to care for his own safety, or to provide for necessities such as food, shelter, clothing, or medical care, without which physical injury or illness may occur. Mr. Fritz's decision-making capacity is so impaired that he is unable to make, communicate, or carry out important decisions concerning his own financial affairs." An exhibit was mentioned in the court papers from a doctor, confirming Frank does not have decisional capacity. The legal papers continued, "Decisions must be made for Mr. Fritz's care and placement while he continues to recover and receive treatment for his injuries. Appointment of a guardian and conservator is necessary to avoid immediate harm to him." The petitioner requested a separate longtime friend of Frank's, who has been assisting him in decision-making since the stroke, be his guardian. Midwestone Bank is the conservator to handle Frank's financial affairs. The guardian and conservator were both approved by the court. By the time of Frank's discharge from the rehabilitation center, his Iowa farmhouse must have ramps and handles for the shower and toilet. The guardian will help Frank with his Crohn's disease treatment and continued physical therapy. He will also help the former American Pickers star grocery shop, cook, and get Frank to any activity he feels up to. Midwestone Bank filed an initial plan that revealed Frank's monthly expenses. Frank spends $28,292 monthly on expenses, including $22,832 on in-home health care. The health care alone will cost $273,984 yearly for the star. Frank last appeared on American Pickers during a March 2020 episode, as he took time off to recover from back surgery, which left him with 185 stitches and 2 rods in his spine. During his time off the show, Frank lost 65 pounds. He also told the U.S. Sun that he entered rehab for alcohol addiction in Iowa for 77 days. Frank revealed his feud with co-star Mike during the 2021 interview with the U.S. Sun. Frank said, "I haven't talked to Mike in 2 years. He knew my back was messed up, but he didn't call me up and ask how I was doing. That's just how it is." The show is tilted towards him 1000%. "I can't even bend that far down to show you how much." That's fine. It's like you've got Aerosmith and there's Steven Tyler and he's the frontman. I found my spot, I'm second, and he's number one on the show. That's no problem with me, maybe he does have a problem. He even admitted, I think Mike wants to get his brother Robbie in there to replace me. I don't know why he's behaving like that towards me. American Pickers returned on Wednesday, January 4, after being off the air since September. Mike denied a feud and even gave hope that the fan-favorite star could return to the show after suffering the debilitating stroke. While visiting Washington, D.C. in December, Mike was asked by Capitol paparazzi if he would be willing to make amends with Frank. Mike said, Frank and I are friends. He was just at my brother's graduation for his kids right before he got his stroke. If anybody's thinking about Frank, they should be praying for him.